Well, here we are at St Cyrus, folks. If you've come looking for palm trees and pina coladas, I'm afraid you've taken a wrong turn. This, my friends, is the untamed Scottish coast. Wind like a rusty chainsaw and the bracing aroma of, well, mostly seaweed. But I tell you what, I bet there's some hidden treasures among these dunes and cliffs. We might not find gold bullion, but a rare bird sighting, a bracing dip in the North Sea if you're feeling brave, or a hearty pub lunch await those who stick it out. Let's just hope I don't blow away before we find them. Now, hold on a minute, what's this? I do believe we've stumbled onto something decidedly ancient. Crumbling walls, weather-beaten stones. This isn't your average beach souvenir shop, is it? This is St Cyrus Old Church, folks. I can practically feel the centuries of history and seagull droppings. Apparently, a chap named St Cyrus might be buried here. Brave soul to pick this windswept spot. Legend has it, there was a whole monastery around once, probably blown away in a stiff breeze. If these stones could talk, imagine the stories they'd tell. Storms, shipwrecks, maybe even an odd Viking or two. Now, a history lesson isn't usually my bag, but something about this weathered place makes the imagination run wild. It's a reminder that even in this blustering landscape, we walk in the footsteps of those who came before. I think that's worth raising a thermos of tea to, don't you? From ancient stones to shifting sands, look at this beach, miles of it, just waiting to be explored. You might not find buried treasure underfoot, but the dunes themselves are a wonder. Think of them as nature's own sandcastles, constantly sculpted by the wind. And listen, that roar of the sea, the waves crashing like nature's own symphony. You have to admit it, in its own rugged way, this place is a wild sort of beauty. Well, all this bracing sea air has inspired me to seek solid ground again. Seems those who built St Cyrus Parish Church had the same idea. Look at it, perched up there like a beacon overlooking the coast. Not as old as its ruined neighbour, but with the spire and arched windows, it offers a different kind of grandeur. A reminder that even on this wild stretch, folk still gather for comfort and community. Bet there's even a warm welcome inside, and crucially, shelter from this relentless wind. But just when you think you've got St Cyrus figured out, it throws you a curveball. Behold the cliffs, jagged, streaked with colour. These are relics from the volcanic times, ancient forces carved by the relentless sea. Makes you feel rather small, doesn't it? All this nature reminds us there's a bigger, wilder world out there, just beyond a brisk coastal walk. Well, wouldn't you know it, St Cyrus decided to leave the best for last. Look at that sunset. Streaks of gold and fire painted across the water. Even that relentless wind seems quieted, humbled by nature's show. And over there, is that a waterfall? Cascading off the cliffs, plunging directly into the sea. You don't see that on your average postcard, do you? It's moments like this you realise why, despite the chill and the sand in your sandwiches, why this rugged corner of Scotland gets under your skin. Now, don't think we're just here for the views. Remember, St Cyrus is a nature reserve, a haven for all sorts of creatures. Buzzards circling overhead, wildflowers peeking through the dunes. Oh, and keep an eye out on that bird lookout. If you're lucky, you might spot a flash of feathers you won't find anywhere else. Well, that's our taste of St Cyrus. Wind-whipped, salt-sprayed and utterly unforgettable. There's a bit of a climb involved, both literally and figuratively. Braving those squalls isn't for the faint of heart. Yet, there's a truth for ramblers everywhere. Sometimes, the wildest walks offer the most spectacular rewards. So whether it's ancient ruins, soaring views, or a glimpse of nature's finest, get out there and explore. Who knows what gems you'll find on your own Scottish adventure. Remember, the best views always come after the windiest walks.